Probably that one bitch didn't like you put in her place. They fucking suspended my TikTok live. I'm on YouTube live if you want to come do your readings there, Elena. I gotta quickly go pee, and oh, I guess I don't really need my charger yet, but I'll probably grab that one downstairs. Hey Al, I see two of you are here. I'm glad you guys were able to find me. Hopefully they reinstate me quicker than that, but I'm not surprised. Just comes with the territory nowadays. Hi, Steve. Hey, at least we're making lemonade out of lemon. So, Steve, we were on TikTok live and we had to come over here, but I probably wouldn't have seen you otherwise. So, I'm glad you're here. They suspended my live readings on TikTok for a few days. I think it was probably just some asshole who reported me for no reason because I know I wasn't doing anything wrong. But anyway, at least we have YouTube. Thank you for being here, YouTube. Thank you for being here, Steve. I have to pee. Hopefully the people who had their readings on TikTok were able to come find me over here. I know, fuckers. I have to go pee real quick. So, and get the charger. So, that's been real strong right there. I'll be right back. Peace. Oh, good. You found me, Sarah. You have to be sorry. I'm sorry that happened. I shouldn't be suspended for no reason. I'm just going to leave a little comment on the first video in case anyone else sees it that I'm on here for anybody else who paid. It's shitty that happens, you know? I'm on YouTube Live right now, and my YouTube link is in my bio, so come join us over there. So sorry, exclamation point. Live. I'm sorry about that. It says I can get back on the second. Okay. So we'll vitamin C, keep my immune system up. Cool. Hey, I know for a fact it wasn't using any shitty cards or anything. It was just some asshole, probably some fucking Bible thumper, who reported me for no reason. Kind of annoying that card said that the worst is over, and then here we are. But you know what? It's fine. It's just life, actually. Thank you, Selena. Okay. Who's first? I'm sorry that happened. You guys are being flexible with me. It is quite a rabbit hole today. I even looked at the community guidelines. I didn't see anything I violated. It's just not fair that TikTok will just like take someone's word for it just because they're being hateful. Suspend somebody for no reason. But, you know, life is like that sometimes. Sarah, what's your question? Do you want me to just look at your email? I feel good about answering Emily's question, but if she comes over and needs any clarifications, I might clarify for her. Okay. That's kind of crazy. Like a shark. So I didn't see your question in the email, Sarah, and I don't have access to the live anymore. I'm sorry. They just cut you right off. I saw this funny TikTok that was like, everyone who's known to Josh has gotten fucked over by Josh at least once. And I was like, oh yeah, there was a boy named Josh who peed on me in preschool, like on the playground. Just straight up pulled down his pants and peed on me. Like in front of everybody. I had to wear like the teacher's clothes and shit. Okay, yeah, so we can just do like a general reading about your life goals, life purpose. I know, I'll never forget that guy, that's for sure. He peed on me when I was like 5. Or no, I was like 4. What is happening? Is he like me because he was marking territory? Okay. Also, I'm honored to be giving you your first reading. That's so cool, Sarah. So, and my middle name's Sarah. Life purpose oracle. So we gotta remain flexible in the face of opposition, right? Hey, so for your life purpose, I think this is really like you. I mean, I think this can benefit you right now. Look, you know, the quality of the video is really nice on here, isn't it? Better than TikTok. Your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. I actually think it's going to end up being a combination of these things. And so you should explore all these different territories to find out what you're comfortable with, what you're good at, and what you're most excited about. And then also I'm hearing the word opportunities. Opportunities will come to you through your exploration of these areas. But yeah, it's supposed to be a combination of like energy healing with like exercise, or like massage therapy with energy healing. There's definitely like a holistic health approach, and you're meant to like explore it in your own life so you master it and you create opportunities through people that you meet is what I'm feeling. I think a lot of the career readings that I posted today were for you about like networking and stuff. So your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. I think whatever you're doing right now for money, I'm not sure what it is exactly. It may not be what you do in the long run. That's what I'm feeling here. This is more so like long run energy. But I think that you help with the interpersonal connections with where you're at right now. And if this is just about maybe like money exchanges that you're involved with, like whoever is involved in terms of like your money or your career or your job right now, you're teaching them how to be fair. And I think you're also very protective of the people around you. And you are protected too, in case you ever worry about that, like money troubles or like people maybe that are like giving you a hard time. Yeah, but like where you're at is justified. That's what I'm getting. It may not feel like it's forever, and it's not. That's what I'm getting. But it's like really enhancing. You enhance the interpersonal connections around you, and I think you're learning a lot too about how people interact with each other and communicate, and what is fair and what's not. I'm even hearing boundaries, communication. I heard the word loss. So if you're going through any kind of like worry about loss, just keep in mind that you're going to be just fine. You're going to be balanced out in the end. It's all going to like fairly balance itself out. Okay. It's either like a worry about loss that you have now or in the near future. It's going to be fine. Okay. You just needed to hear that, financially speaking. Now, with time to decide, it says make a decision based on your true heart's desires. I think this has something to do with traveling and exploring new things in the realm of possibly like energy work, or wherever you've been called to travel to is going to be like energy work for yourself because it's going to change your energy. But I think it's time to decide whether or not you want to travel. And I think you're being encouraged to do so. Yeah. How's that resonating so far? Cool. I think that you're going to find that working out, you're going to get excited about like, I don't know, like, holistic health approaches, or like meal plans, or like life coaching I'm even hearing life coaching. There's going to be some element of that and also wherever you've been wanting to travel, or maybe like you've been thinking about traveling, you're going to be learning a lot in that realm by going there too. If you're not traveling because you're worried about the loss, do it anyway. You'll be protected, especially tying in all those cards. Cool. Okay. So let's pull some money cards since that was coming through. This is the career and money oracle. That's so cool. And see, it's like you're doing it now so you make connections and you become good at it, because it's like you're doing it for yourself first. So it's just kind of reassurance that you're on the right path, and these are the stepping stones to get there. And I just got a lot of chills. I know, that is really cool and crazy, huh? I love that. Okay. I just keep hearing, don't worry about loss. Don't worry about loss, like financially speaking. Now we're in the near future. Look. You'll get new money. You have to trust in the process, although it's not easy, right? Yeah, I just feel like whenever you're feeling really down and out, like you're always going to have like some kind of support come to you. And you'll notice that throughout your life, that a lot of the support and help and networking up will like leg ups you get are through networking or people around you. Really do have a big effect on the people around you. And they're meant to have the same effect on you. Cool. A few more money messages. Yeah. Trust in this like rebelliousness that you feel to do something different outside of the box, adventurousness. Because it came out in reverse, but it's an opportunity for you to trust in this. And your unique voice, because the way that you communicate to people, it's really received. It really leaves an impact. Yeah, trust in your rebellious voice too, and your new ideas, and that you may push people's ideologies, but that's good that you're doing it. You're a trailblazer. Your rebellious spirit makes you a great system buster to teach others a better way. I think that's why you're going to end up doing something that's different in the realm of like life coaching, health, energy work. Because it's going to be something that resonates with people, like the way that like everyone kind of like is like doing therapy or gravitating towards like life coaching and stuff. So people will already be familiar with that, but then you're going to add like a new element to it based on what you've personally experienced and done for yourself, and you'll be your own testimonial. So I got chills again. I think that's it. I think that's your reading. Fucking TikTok. They better change their minds by tomorrow. I'm pissed. Like I'm flexible and everything. I'm just still pissed about it though. You're so welcome. Makes me feel really good to be able to kind of bring you that clarity, and know that you're moving in the right direction. Oh, isn't that sweet, Elena? Love you too. No, I was just looking at my phone. Like, I don't know why I was expecting a response from TikTok. Like, I'm some influencer or something. No, I wasn't on the phone with them. But the last time this happened, they reinstated me the next day. And at this point, they said that I get reinstated on the 2nd. Little slap on the wrist for no reason. Like, they already know that I'm going to get reinstated. I'm just annoyed that this even happened. Kind of thinking, like, I think I kind of probably know who it was. It was just some shithole who fucking reported me for no reason. But yeah, Lena, we can go on to either Josh or your mom whenever you're ready. Is anybody else here who paid for a reading? No, I think it's just us now. I think it's just me, Elena, and Olivia, which I'm cool with, actually. I've been wanting to talk to you guys. After I do Elena's reading, if there's nobody else, we could talk on the phone if you guys want, if you're free, but because Carmen's not back yet. Just throwing that out there. Okay. Thank you, Sarah. Your kids and you solo traveling. Yeah, let's just get you a little clarity there. I understand that. I'm a mom too. Then I promise I'll go into your readings, Elena. Oh, I saw it on the email. I can't. I saw it was for Josh and your mom. Okay. So, are you being encouraged to go solo traveling? I actually think that you could maybe bring your just an idea, okay? You could maybe bring your kids with you, which is what I was thinking. Like, you don't have to go solo traveling the whole time, or maybe you should start thinking about how could I bring them? You know what I mean? Cool, I see Steve has a question. So I think that maybe if you want, start alone. But if the signs are encouraging you that there may be another way where you could bring your kids, consider it, okay? The signs will guide you either way. Because you may not think that you can do it, but I think there might be some kind of opportunity if you're still here, Sarah. Actually, I think Sarah might have left. I'm just going to finish anyway. Because it says no, but helpful people. I think that you actually could bring your kids, but I don't know if you're here anyway. So go anyway. Trust the signs. Trust that you will have people to help you with your kids regardless, but I think that you could even maybe bring them. So consider that and follow the signs if you're here. I'm done. Oh, you're here. Okay, so the thing telling me how many people are here is incorrect. That's all right. Oh, we're in a Mercury retrograde. Oh, that's why I probably got suspended. Oh, I forgot about all these fucking technological problems that happen with Mercury retrograde. I wonder if someone accidentally just clicked the button, like fucking reporting me by accident. Anyway, okay. Yeah, Sarah, I think that it's more about definitely do it, but open your mind to the idea that maybe you could bring your kids like later, or maybe you could bring them. You will have helpful people with this regardless, and the signs will tell you once you start moving in that direction what you should do about that. We can still do it. Yeah, it's very possible. And it is important, like even as parents, to have your own independent life, right? We can be so hard on ourselves to be like, I have to always be there for my kids, and but you got to be an independent person too. So I think you just need to hear that. So, okay, Elena, I'm going to get started whenever you're ready. Your mom wants a reading on guidance in her career and how to retire. And I know you wanted to do it like I could just leave this up since it's a YouTube live, so you don't have to screen record it if you want me to. And I see you, Steve, and I'll do you after Elena. Okay. Yeah, you may find, Sarah, that you start out without them, but then you bring them along later. Just trust in the signs. If you see an opportunity of like, oh, this person could help me, or oh, I have this friend who's like offering to like come with and like be with the kids, or maybe I met this person who's a nanny who's my roommate, or you know what I mean, or something showed up on my feed that's like, oh, kids fly free, or like pay attention to those little signs. That's all you needed to hear, but still do it. I knew I needed to clarify that for you, so yeah. Alina, I'm sorry, and for your mom. Guidance in her career and when to retire. So I feel like I want to start with like when she should retire, and I want to leave a little note to leave this live up. Bill throwing off my game there. What happened today? Okay. When should your mom think about retiring for her highest good and highest good all? When would be like the right time in terms of her path? I kind of feel like maybe your mom is being encouraged to take action in a new direction of making money. That maybe she wants to retire and should retire from what she's been doing, but to maybe take action on a new job, a new sense of making money that would actually be really fulfilling, that would actually make her feel good about continuing with like energy expenditure without feeling like she's like, you know, overdone. I think she intrinsically knows that what she's been doing is coming to a close. But I think that she's being encouraged to actually take action on a new avenue of abundance and know that her energy levels will improve because of this. Now, let me just clarify that message. Yeah, okay. So don't retire yet. I feel like she already knows that. Don't retire yet. And wait until you know which new direction you want to take your life in. But I think we'll clarify with the money deck, the money and career deck. I think that there's going to be a new passion or maybe something that you never fully had to do before. So then when should she retire from this specific profession? Not yet, but you'll know when you're ready. And try one more time for a timeline. Yeah, trust that there's something better and they're not going to give me a timeline. There's something better that's going to be like something exciting that brings you like, you do it and then it gives you more energy and you're happy that you're doing something different. Okay, so I'll leave with that. Let's figure out what it is. You're like, no. Like they want you to trust in yourself and your intuition because I think that's going to be a big part of you making this transition to doing something else in terms of your career. I might try again, but I might not. Okay, we'll see. So what would be something new that would, well, let's see. Let's get you clarity first about what you're going through right now and what you need to hear and maybe anything that, you know, needs to be confirmed about like your job. Currently. Yeah. You just know like in line with your own destiny, your personal path, that like the road is coming to an end. And you're right about that. Maybe you already do work in money management. Whatever it is that you do, it's like very logistical, structured. It says you can expect a happy outcome when it comes to your finances too. I think something that's reinvigorating financially as well as energetically speaking. But there's definitely some kind of like structural, logistical element to what you're doing right now. And it has been important for you to do. And I think that it was a big soul lesson too, to teach you like practicality and logic and structure, and to bring that to the people around you. But yeah, you're right. It is coming to a close. And I'm hearing when the time's right, but not yet. Okay. Ooh, it's interesting. Someone is going to reach out to you with an opportunity. I think the gift is going to be a new opportunity of a new career path. So trust that will be the time. And consider it. Because it'll be something different, kind of rebellious in nature. And it'll be a new outlet for your rebelliousness, your rebellious spirit. Because yeah, like you've been doing something very like logical and structured and organized and practical. But this is going to be an outlet for that aspect of your personality, and it's going to be a little triggering because it's new. But it is a gift from the universe. Should you take it? Should you want it? Okay, so this one's flipped up. Just have patience with this process. Trust that the gift will come when it's time. There is a certain timeline in terms of when you should be finishing what you're doing right now, and it did serve a purpose and a part of your destiny. There's going to be some element of media where you're more so getting seen for what you're doing, putting yourself out there. I think it's going to have something to do with your voice. Okay. And don't say no right away. Think about it. Can I get a timeline for when that gift's coming? It's okay. They just tell me no. If not. Within the I love it. I love pushing it. Thank you for answering to it. Look, I got you an answer. Within the next few months. and then you'll retire. You'll want to, you'll know it. It'll be intuition. You'll feel it. So try not to get too pessimistic. In the meantime, remain positive, trust in this process, and do things outside of work that reinvigorate your energy, or rest if you need to. Maybe you need to rest. I'm actually going to pull you a few things to support you with this to keep your energy until this gift presents itself to you. Stay hydrated. Do some moon work with the new moon, full moon. I know you mentioned before, and focus on like your cycle, manifesting with your cycle. Yeah, find the balance between being still and resting and spending time with friends, and know when to do which. How many months until this gift? This opportunity. Yeah. New job offer. Might be up to 7 months, 5 to 7 months, Yeah, and there's going to be a resistance to the patience that's necessary. But it's also a lesson in like supplying your own energy and replenishing yourself as necessary outside of a profession. Yeah, really focus on resting so you don't have any internal mental battles or external mental battles. Make sure that you indulge your inner child in this time, so your inner child feels seen and heard and happy, and joyful. Do things that make your inner child joyful. 5 to 7 months, because we got a 5 and a 7 here. So, going to be a bit of a journey, but that's the when. And also trust in, this is still an ending. It still hurts. Endings still hurt, and to honor that too. Sometimes you just need to cry it out or rest or be sad about it for a while, and that's okay too. Is that everything I said I was going to clarify? Do you think I should clarify anything else? How to retire. Okay. I'll see, you're welcome. How to retire. Let me just figure out which deck I should use. I just think she's not going to want to. She's just going to want to retire from this and start something new based on an opportunity. Okay, how to retire. Until you're fully ready, don't tell people. Keep your involvement hidden. Focus on making the decision about whether or not you want to take on another job before you tell anybody anything. Learn about what your options are in terms of how to retire, but make sure no one knows about it in terms of this current profession. Cool. Maybe clarify what do you mean how to retire? I'd be happy to clarify. I don't think I understand the question. Mm-hmm. So Spirit is saying stick it out for the next 5 to 7 months. Focus on yourself otherwise. Processing the ending of this before it happens. Don't tell anyone until you're fully ready to do it. Learn about your options in terms of how to do it, but try to do it in a way where no one knows about it. So people don't try to hold you back is what I'm feeling is the energy there. And in about 5 to 7 months, someone is going to be giving you an opportunity to do something different that's more rebellious and creative and has something to do with media. And you should really consider it because Spirit thinks it would make you very happy to the point where you won't want to retire. You'll want to retire from this job, and whatever comes with that, with the benefits or just, closing that cycle out. But to consider maybe going on to this and make that decision before you, sign off at this job. You're welcome. Does that feel like it's answered? Yeah, because that's the thing. She's actually being encouraged to move to a different job, which is going to bring in more money for her. That's going to be fulfilling and an outlet for her rebelliousness, different than what she's been doing. So, oh, good. Okay, cool. something to look forward to, and also nurturing yourself in the meantime. And impatience will come up, and pain of an ending, and pain of potential people who might have tried to hold you back. But that's why just don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. Process the pain. Focus on yourself. Rest. Hydrate. Really, especially it's hot in Florida. Is your mom in Florida? Stay hydrated. Okay, and then what's Josh's question? Oh, hell yeah. South. I used to live in Mississippi. Yeah, summer and humidity. Stay hydrated because otherwise you get cloudy and bitchy, right? Like everyone does. And that Five of Swords card, yeah. If you take good care of yourself, you don't have to worry about that. Okay. So in general, yeah, being really much towards this one. Messages from Josh's higher self and spirit. Good intentions. You need to trust that you have always had good intentions. Maybe, you've done things that weren't exactly how you wanted them to go, or the outcome didn't match those intentions, but it doesn't change the fact that you didn't have good intentions. Okay. And it was a learning experience. That's what's coming through, and it's past energy. With seeing the one, try to kind of see the bird's eye view of the situations that you're being too hard on yourself about from the past. Because then when you see from above, you look down at it, you see why you had to go through it, what you learned, what the experience was there, possibly potentially karma that needed to get wrapped up, or, a lesson. Because karma can be about a lesson. But they're also like, grab the book about the good intentions cards. Let me just far back. Oh, my back. My back. Okay. Okay. If you have this card in your spread, it could have several meanings. It could refer to past lives of yours in which you were a Syrian starseed, or a human who was negatively affected by the Syrians. Okay, so just kind of plant that little seed if you want to research Sirius. I'm not necessarily picking up on that, but I feel like it's meant to just be a seed anyway. Applying it to life now, it could also be giving you advice to look more deeply into your good intentions for action in life, to see if there's a hidden reason for the action that may be more self-serving. Not all the time, but maybe sometimes going forward, to change what's happened in the past, and do it differently next time. It's also challenging you to look at these good intentions and see if down the road, these good intentions might actually be inadvertently hurting someone else, even though you have good intentions. And trusting that it's a learning process for you to beat yourself up. Okay, please don't do that. It's not helping anything. Part of becoming a self-responsible species is being able to be honest about our intentions and be hesitant to act without full awareness that the action is supported by the universe. And this is just more about you opening up your consciousness with the seeing the one card. And getting more in touch with your higher self. Also, when you see 7s and 8s, that's a sign that you're really in the flow, supported by the universe. You know what I mean? Everything that you're being encouraged to do going forward. 7s and 8s are very much about that. So, I think you actually were a Syrian starseed. And that may be why you kind of struggle with maybe a different view of morality than most people. And it's not something to judge yourself for. It's okay to be different. It's just how do you choose to use it? And how do you choose to teach about others you care about why you think this way and why you feel this way? And how open are you to listening to their ideas about what they think about it and their morality? And maybe you want to shift it a bit, but you also need to be totally transparent is the message. Okay, so I'm being nudged towards the top. After a long struggle, humanity achieves enlightenment. What does this mean? Humans no longer feel the need for conflict, and they put down their literal and metaphorical weapons. And this is more about you internally, not being at war with yourself. And then it doesn't manifest outside of you, because you have that nurturing and compassionate aspect of like, I'm human. It's okay. We make these things that we perceive as mistakes, but we can either see it as a mistake or a lesson. Through seeing clearly without judgment, we learn to perceive through the eyes of others and eventually realize that there is only one consciousness that sees through all eyes. Begin practicing this now. That's what I just said. Isn't that amazing? In meditation, ask yourself, who is the one seeing the eyes? Be seated in meditation. Be encouraged to if you'd like to do this. But it's more so about this. I want to read it again. Through seeing clearly without judgment of yourself, we learn to perceive through the eyes of others, which is what I was saying about listening to other people's ideas, but also expressing yours authentically. And eventually realize that there's only one consciousness that sees through all eyes, but it's expressed differently for different people. The biggest challenge for the awakening of any planetary species, which is happening now on Earth, is the ability to transcend polarity, good and evil. As long as we can continue to see reality in black and white terms, we continue to keep ourselves separate from the true consciousness that we are. Yeah. Trying to see if there's anything else. It says it's most likely that you're already well on the path of making this change, and this card is a celebration. So, even more reason not to be hard on yourself, right? And if you can identify something that you want to change and you're in the process of changing it, like that's great. You should give yourself props for it, actually. If there are many cards with themes about polarity, okay, no, there's not. So, I think that's really just what you needed to hear. Just see from like the classic deck. Don't overwork yourself. In times of change, which you're going through right now personally, overworking yourself, it's okay, this is the card of overworking yourself. It's not serving you. Overly putting your energy out there when you should be grounding it and resting and relaxing and taking care of your physical body. Maybe even like working more on like saving a little money right now too is kind of coming through. It's going to help you to evolve into this King of Swords and make you feel better about the changes. Overworking yourself is just going to make you harder on yourself is what I'm feeling, because you're closing out a big cycle in your life and stepping into a new one. You're not going to repeat the past. This is in reverse. Closing out a big cycle and stepping into a new one. Don't be so hard on yourself. Ooh. How's that? Did I clarify anything? Do you feel like any questions came up? You're welcome. Okay, Steve. So, anybody else wants a reading? I prefer using PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, or Zelle, just because AdSense takes a lot out, and then they only pay me out monthly. That's only if someone else is here that wants a reading. Good. Oh, I'm so glad. And no worries, by the way. Okay, general reading for Steve. You're still here, right? General outlook for summer. And feeling kind of lost and needing a sense of like direction and clarity. Just making sure Steve's still here. Steve, are you here? Steve. Oh, hi. Okay, good. Okay, so let's get you a general outlook for your summer. And then get you like clarity in general. Okay. So I just kind of feel, I'm going to be honest with you, and I'll show you, and then we'll talk about how you work through it. I feel like frustration energy, kind of just like things aren't really moving forward and it's frustrating me. But the universe has literally got you in this hangman position to surrender, and you're fighting it this summer because you want things to move forward faster. But the universe is literally keeping you in this box for a reason, because you're still evolving mentally from the Knight of Swords to the Queen of Swords. You're still integrating new ideas. You've been picking up a lot of new ideas to integrate into your energy body. And if you don't take this time to rest and integrate, you're not going to fully absorb everything you worked so hard to learn. So although you're going to want to see forward movement, the universe has got you on hold for a reason. There's 2 cards about it. So you can really fully integrate all these new ideas, these new learnings, these new concepts, these new subjects. And make you really sharp too. Like really psychic too, and like in terms of like how you understand people and what they're trying to say, and like really amp up your psychic gifts in terms of what you've learned as well. Okay, so there's a reason for it. There's a really good reason for it. And I think this is also in general to give you clarity about what you're going through. There's a reason why you're on hold. You're integrating. So actually, I want to play some self-care messages to support that now and through summer, and maybe get you a timeline, which is always nice and helpful, right? Okay, so as an outlet for this frustration and anger energy that you feel, which happens to all of us, right? Like the ego does not like to be kept in place when the ego wants to move forward. Like we all have that happen to us. That happens to me all the time, actually, even though I know that there's a reason for like the halts and the surrendering points. Transfer that frustration energy, that anger energy even, into strength workouts. And I'm literally seeing you the way she is like punching. Like if you could join some kind of a class, like where you do the punching bags, or you join a gym where you can do that, or get one for yourself, or even just do some workouts where you can actually like you're watching a class or you're joining a class and you're all doing like martial arts. It'll be an extremely healthy and alchemical way for you to change that energy into something productive and good for you, which is only going to stimulate like your mental like maturity and integration and expansion. Okay, your body, your physical body will support this like upgrade you're going to be receiving mentally. It's actually something to look forward to. It's something to look forward to, but it's not going to feel good, right? So what's your timeline? What's your timeline before you start feeling like things are moving forward, if we can ask? Okay, let me clarify. With actually, okay, here's what, within the next few weeks, you're going to feel better in general if you just make these adjustments, specifically in the realm of strength training. And now that you have an understanding of why you're feeling the halt, you understand the why, and now how to change the energy when you start feeling frustrated. Just go like punch a pillow, or punch a punching bag, or go do a martial arts class online, or go to the gym and make sure you're at a gym with punching bags and stuff. I definitely am getting an element of joining a class of martial arts, of a punching bag, and that's how you transmute that energy, and then you feel better, and then your body's feeling good. So that change internally can happen as soon as the next few weeks if you make, if you integrate this new understanding, and then you start doing some strength training regularly to transmute and alchemize the energy, right? Yeah. It's going to be a struggle, but it's like, you versus the universe, you gotta just accept that sometimes. And I think that also tapping into divine feminine activities that you do for your practice will really help you with this to kind of surrender. So I know you're familiar with all this stuff. About 4 weeks. Yeah, I've got 2 4s. You'll go from feeling like this, lost and in a rut, to feeling like, I got a lot of energy again. I think the strength training is really going to make a difference. And then also maybe coming back to this live and just kind of reminding yourself anytime that you doubt it. Yeah, because the thing is, it's like your intuition, your high priestess, your divine feminine knows that this is what you need to do, but like your ego's fighting it. So now, when will you actually see the forward movement in your life that your ego is really wanting to see? your mind's really wanting to see. And when will you be ready and fully integrated with, all this new mental energy? Yeah, you really gotta make sure that there's a danger that you're not taking good enough care of your physical body right now because of your mental frustrations. So really, consider that. It's really important too. But you have this to look forward to, being the King of Swords. King of Swords and Queen of Swords, like mastery of the mental plane. If you can just be patient in this process. Yeah, I think it might be not like about a year. But that's just a current projected timeline. Things could change. Yeah, because I definitely feel like a stubborn energy coming from you. So if you can shift that with this advice, it'll happen sooner. Because yeah, they're like, no, we don't want to tell you timing because he's not going to like it. But the truth is, if you make these changes within the next few weeks, you can speed up that timeline. But it's more about what's going on with you internally right now. So I know those are triggering messages, but I hope it helps. Yeah, strength training will be so helpful for you. I actually think you should try everything I said as like channeled messages. Let me just pull you a few more from the self-care deck to support you even more with that. And I'm so sorry to hear that. I struggle with it too. And shit gets really rough, and you feel like the odds are against you and the tide's not turning in your favor. It's very intense energy. But also I'm being inclined to mention that, deep rest also helps with this in conjunction with, for you specifically, strength training to transmute the frustration energy. Yeah, because sometimes your body just needs rest when it's feeling depressed. But you have to be able to give it to yourself. Our society doesn't condition us to do it, So, I don't know if you are vocal about music or maybe you've thought about doing it, but this could just be an area of fun that will keep your vibe high. Whether you go and do karaoke or you just sing at home or, you know what I mean, sing in the shower, like doing more singing will also help alchemize emotional energy for you. Yeah, with the ground yourself in reverse, like you really need to maybe get outside, sit with the earth, put your bare feet in the earth. Your body really needs some extra attention right now, and that will help you with the clarity that you've been wanting in different varieties of it, right? Sometimes rest, sometimes just go sit out there and put your feet in the earth. Sometimes go do some strength training, try new things. Yeah. Like tea could be good for you, kombucha even. Herbal drinks, try different ones to support your body since your body needs a little extra nurturance right now. With the art, I feel like that goes with the singing card, alchemizing emotional energy. Yeah, even this burning bowl ritual is sticking out to me. Anything internally that you want to burn away, it'll really help you with that too. Even doing it outside, like in a bonfire with your feet in the earth, you can do all these, kill a few birds with one, kill a bird with a few stones, kill 3 birds with 1 stone. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can do all these messages like together in one activity. Cool. Yeah, creating art is really helpful for you too. But yeah, I think that you would benefit a lot from like drinking some more herbal drinks. It doesn't even have to just be water. Like try different things at the store. You know what I mean? That are still tasty. Because I know Coke's tasty. Coke's my favorite soda. I just like Mountain Dew. Yeah, maybe Spirit's kind of nudging you in the realm of like, try some herbal drinks. Kind of nudge yourself over in that direction. You don't have to just go cold turkey. You just drink a little less Coke, right? And then try some new workouts that'll invigorate you, especially when you're like frustrated or angry or like confused. And then you'll alchemize that energy. So how do you feel about that? Does that bring you clarity? Yeah, because with ground yourself, I think maybe also sit, like meditate out there with your butt on the ground, connect to the earth star chakra, right? With ground yourself, kind of connect, ask the earth to heal your body since your body needs a little healing. Put your bare feet in the earth. And you know what? You can go online and still join classes. Something in the realm of martial arts, or order yourself like one of those like punching bags, or just like literally find something that like when you're frustrated, like go punch a pillow. Like that'll really help you. Just barely. Sorry, I'm always doing a bunch of stuff at once. So how are you feeling about that? Did anybody else pay for reading or want a reading? Good, Steve. Well, you know what? I'm glad that one good thing came out of this getting banned today, to be able to like help you out and talk to you. And so thanks for being here. It's awesome. Hey guys, well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be back on YouTube Live tomorrow around 4 p.m. unless TikTok reinstates me. We'll see. Maybe I'll do both. I'm not really sure. I'm just going with the flow at this point. It's all we really can do in times like this. So, I love all of you. Oh, I love you, Elena. Bye, guys.